Nancy Malcolm, taking you through until 10 p.m. this evening on your evening show. Lots to come in the next 3 and a bit hours to go. But now, Peterborough-based Up the Garden Bath is up for winning £70,000 of funding from the National Lottery Project, and they need your support. It's part of the People's Project, and to tell us more is Dave Poulton, founder of Up the Garden Bath. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, how are you?
Sorry, never know. Sometimes Davids are Daves, you never quite know. I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Now, Dave, tell us about the project. Every time I go to say it, I always think it's not the path, it's the bath. Tell us about Up the Garden Bath.
Okay, well, Up the Garden Bath, we take old bathtubs and we upcycle them, hence the name, into educational garden planters, which we then donate to schools, and we go in and we teach children all about growing their own food, which is a life skill we all should have. Teach them about gardening. A lot of children don't have access to a green space. Teach them about recycling, obviously via the bath, and teach them about wildlife preservation.
Oh, amazing. And when did this all start then, Dave?
We only formed in February 2020, 6 weeks before the world went berserk and shut down for nearly a year. So not the best time to launch a community project. Very hard to run a community project when you can't actually access the community.
Yeah, indeed. So you've come a long way. But also, I guess on that point, Dave, gardening is very good for mental health and mental well-being, isn't it? So there's that aspect of, do you think it helped people through?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gardening has been proven to be beneficial to mental health, your physical health. There's even a chemical within the soil that as soon as you disturb it, it acts like an endorphin and it stimulates you. It's like an antidepressant. So, yeah, gardening, healthy, that's what we do. We try and make gardening accessible to everyone, regardless of their demographic and regardless of their physical abilities.
Wow, I never knew that about that chemical. That's amazing. Did not know that. That is brilliant. And I guess you're a keen gardener then yourself, Dave. What's your kind of background?
No. Before Up the Garden Bath, I had a history in sales and marketing and never really did a lot of gardening. But after a short illness, I was recommended to get into the garden. I found it very beneficial. I got my creative juices going. And then the wife saw something on Google where someone had upcycled an old bath into like a herb garden.
Oh, yeah.
So that was and of course she was like, you can do that. And of course, it is quite simple. So we made our first ever one filled with herbs that we use in our cooking. And then I was struggling to get into employment after the period of ill health. And we just came up with Up the Garden Bath. And it's amazing how much it's grown. Sorry, no pun intended.
No, but indeed, Dave, indeed. And, I was going to say from small beginnings to potentially winning £70,000 of funding. What would this money help you do?
Oh, well, £70,000. We rely on volunteers currently, and we've got an amazing group of volunteers who follow us from place to place and get involved in all our community projects. What we really want to do with that 70k when we win it is to invest in employment opportunities. There's a couple of ex-homeless individuals that we've worked with on and off. We would like nothing better than to create job opportunities for them.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. And I like your positive spirit when you win it. I like that. And to secure this funding, people just need to go online and vote. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, it's as simple as that. They were now down to 5 organisations in the Anglia West region. We're one of them. So you can go online. You can go on our website, upthegardenbath.co.uk. Go to the About Us. Down to the blog, you'll see the logo for People's Project. Follow the link. It takes 60 seconds. It's free to vote, but your vote could change our lives forever. Not just our lives, but it allow us to positively impact on so many people, children, adults. Yeah, please vote for Up the Garden Bath.
Yeah, indeed. It really will change the project completely. And but you've only got a couple of more days to vote, haven't you? It closes on Friday, I think.
Yep, Friday at 12 o'clock. So, yeah, we're down to the wire now. So please vote for Up the Garden Bath and help us to impact on so many people.
And Dave, seeing as you're, just a newbie, I guess, to gardening, as you probably call yourself, what's your favourite thing about the garden?
Growing food. Growing food is a life skill we all should have. Look at what happened a couple of years ago. We never knew the world was going to go berserk. Yeah. So being able to grow your own food and then cook your own food, it's going to be very important in the future. So just being outdoors. What we do encourage, though, is if you are gardening, do it in the community. Come together. Social cohesion is so important nowadays. There are so many community projects, and you can volunteer with Up the Garden Bath, obviously. Get out there, share the experience, make friends, make connections. It's the way forward.
Yeah, and also I think that it's really nice to hear, because I would probably want to do the exact same thing in a community because, well, I wouldn't know what I'm doing. But if you're doing it with a group and you're having a laugh and, you're trying, at least there's going to be someone there that might know a bit more than you and know what they're doing and help you along. So there's nothing, I think that is quite nice rather than feeling a bit alienated in the big gardening world, because it seems quite a challenging task at times, but it's really not.
No, definitely not. I mean, you don't need expensive greenhouses. You don't need big plant pots. You can start seeds off in an old butter tub. It is very easy. Don't be daunted by gardening. Yes, you might kill a few plants, but you'll also grow a few plants, yeah? So our motto is give it a grow. That is our catchphrase. So, just give it a grow.
Oh, I love that. And Dave, whereabouts in Peterborough are you based?
We're based in the Ortons, but we cover the whole of Peterborough. We're a little bit nomadic. We go from school to community centre to community projects. We just work our way around the city. So, yeah.
Oh, well, it's a brilliant initiative that you've got going on. And how can we find you with your website? And if somebody wants to get in touch to volunteer, how can they do that?
Yeah, just go to our website, upthegardenbath.co.uk. We're across all social media, including YouTube channels where we do tutorials. Get in contact. There's always a project on. We'll always welcome you with open arms. We are a community and we are just growing and growing and growing. It's infectious.
Oh, it's amazing to hear. And I have to say, Dave, hats off for doing it with your other half, because sometimes it's a recipe for disaster, but it seems to work really well.
Well, she's my rock. She's been through me through thick and thin. When I got ill, she was there by my side. So, yeah, we're a family and we welcome more family members into our group.
Oh, that is lovely to hear, Dave. Really nice. And once again, the all-important website to go and vote for you
is upthegardenbath.co.uk, or you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the lot.
Brilliant. Well, Dave, thank you so much for coming on this evening, telling us about Up the Garden Bath, and good luck.
Okay, thank you. It's been a pleasure to be on, and vote Up the Garden Bath. Give it a go.
And hopefully we'll be speaking to you when you win.
I'd love that. Thank you so much.
No worries, Dave. You take care.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Bye. That was Dave Poulton, one founder, out of two founders of Up the Garden Bath. It would be brilliant if they could win £70,000 of funding that could really change them from the National Lottery Project. They need your support, but hurry, because you've only got until Friday.